Hello, and welcome back to FatherofTwo plays Sunless Sea Zubmariner Blind. Last time we explored underneath the Z, and found two cities, one being called the Rack, and the other, the Hut. And we ended at Godfall here, and we were ready to take off again, though we have a ship right in front of us. We may just have to fight, if he wants to fight. Oh, I paused it. I forgot you could do that. Okay, let us get behind him and try and stay behind him if we can. Because that's our best bet. Yeah, keep it up. Keep on his tail. Okay, another shot. He's using flares on us. I'm not sure what that's doing for him. Okay, we almost got another shot. There we go. There we go. We're getting them. We're getting them. Oh, we took a hit. It's okay. It's okay. We can do this. Couple more on him. He's fast compared to us. Oh, I stopped. I didn't mean to stop. One hit left on him. One hit left. They missed. Scuttle her. She was a fine ship. Take what you can and move on. Here's something at the back of the hold. You now have a cache of curiosities. A rich wild scent. Whatever's in these barrels smells heavenly. Zoop. Glorious Zoop. The only fine thing ever to come from Mount Palmerston. Do devils make it or dream it? Well, that went okay. We got hit once, but that could really be worse. We're running low on fuel, though, so we're going to have to turn out our lights. Oh, and that's still floating there. That's weird. We'll have to turn off our lights because we need to conserve fuel. And we want to head, I guess, to Demuth Island. And we could try and make our way by Venderbite. No, we don't have enough fuel to do that. We'll have to head back to port almost as soon as possible. So let's head through here. Or maybe straight through here and see if we can find anything under the Z. As we transform and go diving. This is so interesting. Okay. What do we got there? Is that a place we've been? No, I don't think it is. Shall we make port? Discovered Nook. We are not welcome here. Wow, that's terrifying. What is this place? Let's make port. The edge of Nook, a gap in the colossal sea monster's throat, has been forced open with thick heart metal beams. They strain under the pressure but hold. As you pass through, your submarine lights pass over a message carved in a floating piece of some unfortunate hull. Beyond is Nook. Beyond is freedom. Beyond is... The rest is scratched out. Enter Nook. Water presses against the airlock doors. The breathing and slithering of beasts gives it the rhythm of a drumbeat. Okay. Let's do it. Nothing ventured, nothing gained, right? Trespasser in freedom. You don your heavy diving suit and give the order to cycle the airlock. Water rushes in and you begin the slow swim down into port. It soon becomes obvious that you are overdressed for the occasion. The people of Nook swim and breathe in the cloudy maw water with no apparent discomfort. Most are naked, with just a few clad in rotten rags that stream from their skin with no concern for modesty. None will communicate with you, if they even can. Those who acknowledge your presence just laugh silently at your bulky suit and unnecessary air hose. You'll need a different approach. Descend naked into Nook? At least you're unlikely to run into anyone you know. Let's do it. You undress, every button, every stitch. The door opens, ice-cold water rushes upwards. Instincts hold your mouth shut. 10 seconds, 20 seconds. Your lungs burn. Holding in the last gulp of air, your legs thrash. You can't hold it in. It escapes. You're choking on water. It forces its way into your lungs, the taste of burning salt suffocating every attempt to gasp, scream, or... Then, through the exhaustion and panic, you realize you're breathing. It's hard work. Your lungs fight against the weight, but it's enough. You can tolerate it, at least for now. The liberal application of wine will make this process easier. In future, bring a cask. The beast quivers with distaste at your trespass. The waves are flecked with light. Taste of freedom quality is now 3. Tolerance for nook water quality is now 3. The ruptured throat. A torn, pinned-back cavity in the flesh wall offers access to the city's monstrous host. Jeez. Razor-sharp teeth, the size of buildings, jut from the fatty, garnet-red flesh. Many teeth have been quarried out into homes, barricaded by scraps of wood from shipwrecks. Swim upwards. Attempt to mingle with the Nook folk. Compile a port report. We could do that. Unlocked with tolerance for Nook water 1. Okay. Take from the weak. We don't want to do that. High risk challenge? No. Return to the submarine. Swim downwards. Let's compile a port report. Notes on Nook. A bile place. Festering. Acidic. No laws but those of tooth and claw written in scars. Civilization? Impossible. Making tea would be a logistical impossibility. Yet the inhabitants seem content. Many have come here from London, the Connate, the Presbyteriate, abandoning cultured life for this tenuous existence. They grin, their mouths full of stolen flesh, or float naked and carefree. Many have nothing, and nothing to lose. A group of swimmers dart past, hunting gleefully. One squeezes your shoulder, companionably. You've never met her before. Okay, we got a port report. And we lost one of our tolerance for Nook water, so we could do 2 more things. Swim upwards to the Great Maw. That's what I'm assuming anyway. Attempt to mingle. Let's attempt to mingle. They may be friendlier now than that you're fashionably undressed. Lost in freedom, they acknowledge your presence, but little more. Most shrink back, assuming you mean harm. Others deliberately swim just above you in a crude attempt at intimidation. They carry bone knives or tooth-tipped spears. A few gesture to you in welcome, invitation. It is unclear. The slightly gluttonous water makes speech impossible. Glutinous? So the natives have developed a language of signs. You can interpret the most basic. A finger pulled across the throat, for example, is one of the more polite invitations to depart. Okay. Well, let's swim to the Great Maw. The twitching cathedral of ivory, flesh, and decay, the maw curves far enough to be swallowed by the darkness of the Zee. Entire shipwrecks have been mulched between hooked teeth that dwarf London's mightiest monuments. Gaze up through the maw. Not many sailors have seen the Zee from this angle. Join some tooth miners. Investigate an etched tooth house, or swim down. Let's gaze. Crunching, writhing beauty. Light glitters from the false star shines on the surface of the Zee, framed by the maw's dormant teeth. How ancient is this creature? What happens if it swallows? That's a good question. Taste of freedom, +1. We've gained 1 terror, and we've lost all our tolerance for Nook water. Time to leave. Your lungs, unaccustomed to breathing water, begin to labor. You must return to your ship. So we could bring wine next time to spend longer. Old habits. There, the bright light of your submarine's main beam, the airlock. Home. Return to the crew. Air again, how refreshing. The crew salutes as you pass. Good, all is well. Anything that happened in Nook shall remain in Nook. Cool. Shops? Oh, there is shops. The Yawning Maw, a scattered assembly of traders, miners, smugglers, and shoppers. What about a shipyard? Nope. Okay. We could sell our torpedo components? It's worth nothing. We can't buy anything? Okay. What would we get? 7 caskets of sapphire for a sunlight-filled mirror catch box. I probably won't remember that, but that sounds useful. Okay, well, we have to head straight back for London now, I think. Maybe we'll do it under the Z. Or maybe we should venture for the surface, as light is at a premium down here. And we don't want to risk dying, do we? It might be smartest to return to the surface, the land we know. We've found 3 settlements under the Z. That feels significant. Man, that's so cool. I wish the animation let you see you coming up and taking all your plates down. I guess it could be a little faster. But this game isn't really about speed, it's about immersion. Here, the wilder airs mingle with the airs of the near reaches. Demuse Gate, named for the navigators lost above. How did its bones come below? Did we find a new island? Oh yeah, Demuse Island to the north. I think we've already been there, though. No... Oh, there's nothing within the Z-Bats range. A row of watchful Z-Bats hang from a cable. Their heads swivel in unison as you cross the deck. Okay, we don't want to get in another fight here, so we might have to go full power on our engines, but I hope not. We might have to buy some fuel, but we could also turn some of our supplies into fuel, I believe. We have a chance to do that. This game is very hard, but I enjoy it. I never turn off the Iron Man mode, basically. I leave it on that where you can't save. You only save when you quit. Creeping tendrils of fungus, Z-weed, unnameable flora, we enter the snares. Okay. Should we dive down again? Take a little peek? I think we shall. I don't know if it takes a bunch of fuel. I don't think it does. It definitely ups our terror, though. But that is what it is. The Z is deep and dark. Anything on the sonar. Or the zone. Pardon me, the zonar. No, not yet. It's peaceful down here sometimes. Nothing in the general area. I want to see if there's anything closer to London. We're running low on fuel and supplies, but I think we'll make it home just in time. Still nothing on the Zonar. We're down to our last 2 barrels of fuel. We're currently using 1, and we have 1 in reserve. We are almost back to Fallen London, though. The brightest light cannot reach this depth. The glow is an illusion. I don't know, I don't see the glow. Should we go to the surface and check the ports that are in front of us here? I don't think we even have time. We have very little fuel. And I think we should just head straight to London and explore a bit of the Z. At least the underside of it. It looks really nice down here. It's also a little terrifying. And I wonder what kind of Z-beasts lurk. If there's a city. We're at Low Barnet. I think we're pretty good. I think we made it perfectly. Let's return to the surface. Oh, there's a port there, actually. That was dumb of me. Well, maybe we'll make port there. No, let's do it right now. That's interesting to me. We could always use some supplies for fuel, or get towed in if we had to. I need to see what's in this port right by our home. Low Barnet. I've been looking at all these ruins for quite a long time, and wondered what was in them. Now we can find out. We have very little fuel. I feel the risk is worth it. Low Barnet, a sunken church with docking ports. Sediment is built up against the lower walls, and long ago choked neglected crypts and crooked tombstones. The interior is sealed, yet the deep peals of the tower's bell can be felt even through a submarine hull. Explore the church, trade stories with the congregation, witness a contest of stories, transport a wandering parson to his next destination, or drop off a Blemigan. Well, first let's see if they have shops. They do. And we could buy some fuel in exchange for Tales of Terror. So, I think we have a few of those, so let's buy 2 fuel. And we will keep the rest. Shipyard? No. Okay. Explore the church. Trade stories with the congregation. Let's witness a contest of stories. The congregation is gathered before the altar. A sermon? But there seem to be 2 preachers. A contest of stories. A competition is in progress. A voluble visitor tells of the Sideways Regiment, a plunderous legion of trained crabs. First, they present a mighty collective shell. Then comes the onslaught of 1,000 nippers. Why, I only escaped thanks to a timely cloud of ink from my squid, which I befriended for precisely such an occasion. The unlikely story wins the acclaim of the congregation, whilst her rival slumps, disappointed. The visitor waves her top hat and processes to the bell tower. Its doors close behind her. Well, I didn't know it was a woman when I read that. Ask about the competition, follow her into the bell tower, go about your business. Let's follow her. What's in there, wild riches, or just a good buffet? Not on the list. 2 surly vergers block your approach to the door. One points back to the congregation. Only winners allowed, he grunts. Next one soon. Okay. Let's ask about the competition. What kind of contest is won by nonsensical lies about crabs? A regular listener. You approach an apprehensive seaman who is staring into the distance, perhaps imagining marching ranks of crustaceans. You ask what happened here. The competition. The best stories win. Captain says it's all in the delivery, but you need a fine yarn to spin too. When you inquire about the winner's reward, his gaze turns wistful. If you're lucky, they get taken up. Wish I had a story to tell. Okay, well, we'll go about our business then. Chimes. A few souls linger, gazing at the closed doors of the bell tower. You have just turned away when you hear the sonorous bong of the bell within. Its peals repeat every few seconds before becoming abruptly muffled, then finally silent. An excited murmur runs through the congregation. Although you keep an eye on the bell tower door, the winner does not emerge. Cool. Should we explore the church? Okay, we can participate, but we need to be a storyteller. Well, let's explore the church. Submarine services. There is no pulpit. The organ has bent, broken pipes, but Low Barnet is still a house of worship, of a sort. Groups of sailors gather on the aisles. The choir benches are clean, and the base a makeshift stage. Lantern-eyed fish pass behind colorful windows of stained glass. The door to the bell tower is guarded by 2 burly burghers. The tridents are a nice touch. Okay, we got a port report. Let's trade stories. Your appearance and bearing attract attention. They are eager for new tales. Trade stories with the congregation. At Low Barnet, everyday animosities are set aside in the pursuit of a final tale. Caganian traders mingle with Royal Navy deserters, rum-addled pirates, and rubbery men. There is an air of anticipation and a tolerance for embellishment. Speak of the Neath. Speak of the Hideaway. Speak of the Nook. We don't have a port report for there. Speak of Rosegate. Speak of Scrimshander. Speak of Undercrow, or speak of Rack? Let's speak of Rack. New heights. You describe a city built from shipwrecks, a colossal tipsy tower lashed together by sentient weed. The weed commands the city's inhabitants to wreck more and build higher. The tower has already broken the surface and is extending towards the cavern roof. Only last week it caught its first dirigible. We got a Z story. And we got 1 storyteller rank. Okay. Should we do Nook as well? No, let's bring that back to the Admiralty. We could bring another one back here. We'll remember this. Perhaps not. Anything else? No, we're done here. What's a Blemmingen? Docile Blemmingen, okay. Well, we got some fuel. We can return to the surface. We can return to the... There we go. I was really thinking about this place when Zubmariner was coming out. Low Barnet, and you've been going over it over and over and over and over again. And I've always wondered, what is there? Well, now we know. Oh, you know what? We might as well visit Hunter's Keep since we're right here. Yes, that seems like a good plan. We'll stop at port here. And then we'll head back to London. Let's see what the ladies are up to. A quiet isle. A grand old house. A hump of dark rock swathed in mist like 100 other Unterzee islands. But here's a grand house, windows aglow, lawns impossibly green and lush in the false starlight, raked gravel paths. You stand on the dock to see as the sea nudges the ship's sides. An unexpectedly warm breeze carries the faintest trace of lavender. Luncheon with the sisters. Let's reconnoiter the island first. Whoa, wait. Oh, okay. We can't quite do that. But we're getting close. Plunging cliffs, soft green lawns, well tucked away in the folds of the grounds. Anything else? The sea's silence. Ships rarely come here, nothing changes, even the weather. The house is the heart of the isle, the house and the sisters. But the Admiralty may be happy to know that nothing's changed, at least. We got a port report. Let's have lunch with the unpredictable one. Phoebe is soft-voiced, watchful, and unpredictable. Here's a story. Phoebe has a story to tell, of 2 lovers parted by water, of a raven that carried messages, of a fragment of the moon. She beats time on the table as she speaks, as if to a song only she can hear. The effect is hypnotic. Your attention drifts out through the skylight to the dining room, to the false star glittering on the roof of the cavern. You drift like a puffball spore. The Unterzee shimmers below. Islands lie like mineral specimens on the black velvet. Ships bob like wood chips between the islands. Vast, spined things pulse in the depths. There is a scent, like the scent before a storm. The storm came, says Phoebe quietly. Everything changed. Somewhere in there, you finish the last course. The scowling maid reluctantly serves cheese and Bath Oliver biscuits. So we got some supplies. We lost our hunger. We became more terrified. Gained a little fragments. We have Storm's attention. You are acquainted with the sisters, but something has changed. Okay, and we have a memory of a distant shores. We have a lot of those. Okay, that was good. Always good to get a little more food. And we're so close to home. I think we will turn off our light. The sailors know we're near home port. I don't think they'll be too worried. We need to repair our ship. We need more fuel and food. And most of all, we need rest. After such a long journey at Z. The terrors we saw, but we overcame a much larger ship, or that is to say, a much more well-defended ship. And we're back home. Home waters, sailors dawdle at the rail, watching for the lights of London. And we're back at the Wolfstack docks. I want one of those ships like is down over in the port here, in the dry dock. That's a dreadnought class, possibly. Let's take a quick look at ships. So we have this. Pandora, yes. We don't want a cutter, but we could upgrade to this Corvette next. I know, 3,000 seems like a lot, but you start earning more as you explore more. Yeah, so that would be good. Gives us deck, forward, auxiliary, bridge, and engine slots, instead of just deck, auxiliary, bridge, and engines. The forward slot lets us hold pretty powerful weapons. Okay. We should speak to the Admiralty first. Assistance with subsistence. I guess we should do that, but we'll submit our intelligence first, or our port reports. Let's speak of moves in the great game. Whispers. He has you repeat it all twice. He doesn't take notes. It's a little beyond me, he tells you, but I have friends in the palace who will be interested. Very interested. Thank you. Your fee. Only 30 echoes. Well, but we got a favor, so that's more fuel. And now, to submit our port reports. And what is the day-to-day like on those further shores? Hunter's Keep. I trust the sisters are keeping well? They are citizens of her enduring majesty, notionally. We gained some echoes, some fuel. Godfall. Pirate monks. I honestly have no idea what we're supposed to do about pirate monks. What are they up to? You no longer have a port report. Gained 30 echoes. Surveyed Godfall. And we gained fuel. Port Carnelian. You know, I sometimes wonder whether that place was a good idea. I didn't say that. You've gained 30 echoes, a fuel, unchanged favors, but we have 12. The Fathom King's Hold. What's the old monster up to now? You've gained 30 echoes, 1 fuel, no more favors. The Salt Lions. The Bazaar has taken an interest in that place. Always taken an interest in that place. Echoes, fuel, favors. Remain unchanged. Quaker's Haven. Been trying the original rubbery lumps, have we? Have we? And we got a couple echoes. Most importantly, we got fuel. That's why you gather all the port reports you can, for the free fuel, not for the echoes. Nook. So you've been to the Great Maw, have you? No clothes at all. Wild orgies. Fights to the death in the altogether? The secretary glows crimson as he stares at your report. Tell me everything. Slowly. We gained 50 echoes, a favor, more fuel, and we surveyed Nook. Low Barnet. Ah yes, the congregation that worships stories. What did they tell you? We gained 1 fuel, 15 echoes, a favor, and let's speak to the dark spectacled admiral. Do you have an appointment? No appointment, but, apparently I'm to show you to him anyway. Very well. We don't have anything really to give him. Oh, we could ask what he needs. Information. Visit a port, and we'll be interested in the port report. Visit places of particular interest, and we'll be interested in the strategic information you gain thereby. We will pay you well, don't worry. We understand you can't be expected to act entirely for the love of the Empire. His lips curl. What's left of it? Okay, so let's do this for some fuel. I want at least 20 fuel. And... oh, we got 3. That's my timer. Got 2. Got another 2. We'll keep going until we have at least 20. Yeah, that seems good. Let's go one more. Okay, 23. That seems good. And then we'll go to the shops. And we'll buy supplies. We got 23. We should have 11 supplies, at least. So that uses up most of our echoes, but we could... you know what? We should buy 1 extra supply so we could speak with our other officer next time. Well, until next time, if you enjoyed it, please leave me a like, subscribe if you want to see more, and leave me a comment. Let me know what you thought. This is FatherofTwo, signing off.